A seismic shift could be on the horizon for the Dallas Cowboys, and the NFL world is buzzing with anticipation. Fresh reports have emerged pointing to what could be one of the boldest and most controversial moves of the offseason. The Dallas Cowboys are reportedly deep in discussions to engineer a blockbuster trade for none other than All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey. Yes, you heard that right. The former shutdown star of the Los Angeles Rams and Miami Dolphins might just be headed to Arlington, Texas, in what analysts are already calling a potential game-changing transaction. Sources close to the Cowboys' front office have revealed that conversations with Ramsey's representatives and officials from the Dolphins organization have reached an advanced stage. While there is no official word from either team yet, insiders are hinting that the framework of a deal is already in place pending medical evaluations, cap space adjustments, and a few final trade terms. This move, if it materializes, could alter not only the defensive identity of the Cowboys but also reshape the power dynamics within the NFC East and the broader NFL. Jalen Ramsey is no ordinary name. A Super Bowl champion, a 6-time Pro Bowler, and a 3-time first-team All-Pro, Ramsey brings with him a resume that is nothing short of elite. Known for his ferocious competitiveness, exceptional coverage skills, and vocal leadership on the field, Ramsey has been the kind of player who tilts the field. When healthy, he eliminates half of the field, forcing quarterbacks to make riskier throws, and allows defensive coordinators to get more creative with blitz packages and zone schemes. For the Dallas Cowboys, the timing of this potential move is incredibly telling. After yet another disappointing playoff exit and questions surrounding their ability to close the gap between promise and production, owner Jerry Jones and head coach Mike McCarthy appear ready to make a decisive splash. Ramsey isn't just a name, he's a statement, a declaration that the Cowboys are not content with being playoff hopefuls, they want to be Super Bowl contenders. And adding a proven, battle-tested veteran like Ramsey to a defense already boasting the talents of Micah, Parsons and Trevon could be the final piece of the puzzle. But there's more to this story than just talent acquisition. Financials, locker room dynamics, and long-term planning all come into play. The Cowboys are currently walking a tightrope when it comes to the salary cap. Bringing in Ramsey, who is still under a lucrative contract, would require some serious financial maneuvering. This could mean restructuring contracts of current players, potentially releasing veterans, or even dealing away key depth pieces. The front office knows the stakes are high both in terms of reward and risk. The motivation, however, seems clear. The NFC East is one of the most competitive divisions in football, and the Eagles and Giants are not sitting idle this offseason. Both teams have made calculated moves to bolster their rosters, and the Commanders, under new ownership, have shown signs of becoming a disruptive wildcard. For the Cowboys, standing pat simply isn't an option anymore. They've got Dak Prescott in his prime, CeeDee Lamb evolving into a top-tier receiver, and a fanbase that's grown tired of the almost narratives. Ramsey's potential fit in the Cowboys' defensive scheme is also something that excites both analysts and fans. Under defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, who is returning to the NFL with a renewed focus on aggressive, smart football, Ramsey could thrive in a system that values versatile, high IQ defenders. Pairing him with Diggs gives Dallas arguably the best cornerback tandem in the league, allowing for greater flexibility in nickel and dime packages and even opening the door for more exotic looks on third down. But what would the Cowboys have to give up? That's the multi-million-dollar question. The Dolphins are reportedly asking for a combination of high draft picks and a starting caliber player. Some insiders speculate the Cowboys may be willing to part with a second-round pick in 2025 and a young, cost-controlled defensive player, possibly a rotational linebacker or a backup safety. There's even chatter about the Cowboys including one of their up-and-coming offensive linemen, which would be a heavy price but perhaps necessary to get the deal over the line. The fan reaction so far has been explosive. Social media erupted as soon as the trade rumors began to circulate. Some fans are ecstatic, calling it the kind of bold move that championship teams make. Others are more cautious, worried about Ramsey's recent injury history and the financial implications of bringing on such a high-profile name. Still, the overall sentiment leans toward excitement. Cowboys fans know their window is open right now and big risks often come with big rewards. What makes this moment particularly fascinating is how it aligns with broader trends in the NFL. Teams are becoming increasingly aggressive in leveraging draft capital for proven talent. The Rams, ironically Ramsey's former team, pioneered the F-them picks approach and were rewarded with a Super Bowl title. Now, it appears the Cowboys may be following a similar blueprint, choosing to go all in rather than wait for young players to develop. Of course, none of this is guaranteed. Talks can break down, players can fail medicals, and last-minute hitches can derail even the most promising negotiations. But the seriousness of the discussion suggests this isn't just smoke, it's fire. And that fire could ignite an entirely new era in Cowboys football. From Ramsey's perspective, the move would also make sense. Known for his outspoken personality and love for the spotlight, Dallas offers a massive platform. With one of the largest and most passionate fan bases in the league, national television exposure, and a roster built to win now, it's an ideal stage for a player who thrives on the big moment. Sources close to Ramsey suggest he would welcome the move, especially if it means competing deep into January and possibly February again. NFL insiders are already penciling in potential matchups. Ramsey shadowing A.J. Brown in Philly, lining up across from Terry McLaurin in Washington, matching up against every top wideout that dares challenge the Cowboys' secondary. It's a tantalizing vision, one that could drastically change game plans across the NFC. And let's not forget the legacy element. The Cowboys have a storied history of elite cornerbacks Mel Renfro, Deion Sanders, Everson Walls. Adding Ramsey to that lineage not only strengthens the team but adds another layer to the franchise's defensive legacy. It's the kind of move that could inspire a locker room, energize a fan base, and send a clear message to the rest of the league: the Cowboys mean business. Now the spotlight shifts to the coming days. Will the deal get done before the next phase of OTA sessions? Will the